today for the City of Albany Industrial Development Agency, the agency in connection with the project which is the subject of this public hearing. Today we are holding this public hearing to allow citizens to make a statement for the record relating to the involvement of the agency with a project for the benefit of TRPS Lark LLC, a New York State limited liability corporation. The proposed project involves the construction of an approximately 37,500 square foot apartment complex on vacant land. The structure will contain 40 workforce housing residential rental units. Copies of the notice of this public hearing are available on our website at www.albanyida.com and available upon request. Now, unless there is any objection, I'm going to suggest waiving the full reading of the notice of this public hearing and instead request that the full text of this notice be inserted into the record. I will also note that general information on the agency's general authority and public purpose are contained in a separate statement, and it will be entered into the record. Before we start the public hearing, I would first like to introduce the project applicant and ask them to make brief remarks with respect to the project. Ron. Ron, I think you're on mute.
Sorry, I wasn't getting any audio. I was trying to figure it out. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, and I didn't hear anything from that piece other than I think we started the meeting. So were you looking for me to make comments?
Just some brief remarks, thank you.
Yeah, no, it's a project in the Park South neighborhood with 40 units, all one bedrooms. We're going to make it workforce housing, and I know we got a project across the street. It's going to be affordable housing. So this is a nice mix into the neighborhood towards providing what we feel is really needed housing in the area that's suitable for people getting started on work in the workplace.
Thank you, Ron. I will now open the public hearing. The time now is 12:04 p.m. And I will note for the record that there were 2 written comments received prior to the meeting today, which have been distributed to the board. Per the notice of this public hearing, the public was encouraged to submit written comments prior to today's hearing. A record of this public hearing will be prepared and reviewed by members of the agency in connection with consideration of the proposed project. A copy of the record of this public hearing will be presented to the mayor of the City of Albany and members of the agency. At this time, I would like to ask if there is anyone here who wishes to speak on the proposed project, to comment on either the nature and location of the project facility or the proposed financial assistance being contemplated. Seeing none, we will pause the transcription of this public hearing until approximately 15 minutes have passed since the hearing began. I would like to note for the record that the time is 12:10. We are here at 21 Lodge Street, conducting a public hearing, and we have no members of the public here. We will close the hearing at 12:15 unless there is a member of the public that wishes to speak. I would like to note for the record that the time is now 12:15. I'm just going to ask one more time if there's any members of the public that wish to comment on the proposed project. Seeing none, we will now close the hearing at 12:15 p.m. Thank you very much. And we will stop the transcription. And just to let everyone know, we do have our Finance Committee meeting. It's a separate Zoom link. So we're going to hop off of this and head on to there.